Niners countdown to Sunday. Well, I love this time of year. And then you got November coming up and Thanksgiving and turkey and all that other good stuff, holiday festivities. And 49ers, the revenge tour could officially be back on by T-Day. I'm telling you, man, like I say, all the 49ers got to keep their head above water before all them troops get back and the rest of the league is dead meat. Starting this week, though. Fam, Niners versus Hawks game is another week of huge expectations, just like last week was, right? Due to both the history between the two franchises. And the Hawks are currently leading the NFC West, fake front runners. Hey, I mean, 31 in the league. Who's worse than the Hawks in defense? If the Hawks are ranked 31, who's 32? Anyway, both teams are banged up due to injuries, and the game could come down to nothing more than who wants it most. Because the Hawks, as bad as that defense is, somehow, well, you know what, though? They haven't played the 49ers D yet. And in fact, they haven't played any D yet. The Cardinals did okay, but not really anything special. Patrick Peterson was pretty good. But, man, an overall defense is ranked in the top 10. I don't think they've seen yet. Robert Saleh talked about going up against his former team today with nothing but respect, as the entire Niners team did. I got a kick out of Jimmy G and everybody else. Not trying to give him any bulletin board material, just all kind of unnecessary respect. The disrespect they're getting from everybody is from everybody but the 49ers. We'll be discussing Saleh's press conference response and everything Niners tonight, like you always do. An injury report, which is the 49ers. It's been a story with the 49ers all year long. Today, did not participate in practice. Richie James, he's got an ankle situation going on. Debo, of course, with the hamstring. Kowalski T, groin. Unfortunately, running back Jeffrey Wilson with that ankle. Limited participation in practice, so Quan Alexander was seen out on the field. And J-Dub is back, it seems. I don't know what they're going to do about this weekend. Full participation, of course, was Jason Verrett, but he wasn't injured. Somebody was just taking a break yesterday, knowing that he's got to go deal with DK Metcalf for the most part, probably during the course of the game. You know what, though? I'd rather actually see him on Lockett than I would Metcalf. I think I had a feeling Mosley and safety should be fine with DK. The Seahawks, though, did not participate in practice. Jamal Adams, he's still out. Oh, what are they going to do without Adams? They're bad enough as it is. Without Adams, they're just, good. Amadi, whomever he is, a tackle, he did not. But Dwayne Brown has got a knee situation going on. Chris Carson, the foot. Shaquille Griffin, concussion protocol. Concussion and hamstring? My God, poor guy. Travis Homer has got a knee situation going on. Carlos Hyde, a hamstring. Mike Iupati is back, is hurting. Defensive end Benson Mayawa, ankle. Limited. God, they got a lot of guys did not participate. They got a lot of guys that didn't participate. They may actually be equal to us as far as all these injuries. So this is a fair game straight up. So nobody can cry, nothing about, well, we didn't have this and that. Yeah, you lose, you lost. And it would have been worse had both teams been stacked up at full potency. Limited participation in practice, Quentin Dunbar, knee. DK Metcalf, not injury related. Cornerback Ryan Neal, hamstring. Jaron Reed, not injury related. Full participation in practice. DJ Dallas, Tyler Lockett, not injury related. And Freddie Swain, hamstring. Who are these people? That must be part of that vaunted defense. God, they suck. Hey, fam, only refresh your memory on Robert Saleh's conference today, because a lot of what he said was really intriguing and enlightening, With Seattle, let's tell you right now, with Seattle, the pass rate on early downs just exploded. I think they were last in the NFL 2 years ago, and now they pass more than anybody. I think they call it let Russ cook. And all that's going on over there. Have you ever prepared a team with similar personnel that has so drastically changed their offensive approach? Remember in years gone by, they was always saying Russell Wilson couldn't carry this team, and it was all about the defense. And to a large degree, that was true. That's why they got to the Super Bowl. It was a defense, not exactly Russell Wilson. And, of course, you had beast mode. You had exactly the right elements to make sure the Rusty got there. Now, all of that is gone. All of it's gone. There is no Legion of Boom. Beast mode's retired, and half of Russell Wilson's offensive weapons have changed. But he's got a couple of good ones now. So, Saleh answers off topic. I'm sure there has been. It's surprising. You usually see Pete Carroll has been much more deliberate in letting the game roll. I don't know if it's called more control than managed or not, because they're still managing the game, but it's definitely a different approach than what we were used to seeing out of Seattle, with control the clock, take care of the ball, run, stay ahead of the chains, and all that stuff. Russell's doing it, man. He's an unbelievable talent. They've got unbelievable wide receivers. Their O-line's blocking at a very high rate, which has also been an anomaly. The Seahawks actually have offensive linemen that are doing somewhat of a job at least. It's a good thing, too. Russell Wilson, I don't know how many more times can he get body slammed? I keep wondering, how many times can a body be thrown into the dirt? So that comes a lot of yards, explosives, and points. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Again, as I said, nothing but high praise is coming from 49er people, right? And back in mind, they're probably in the locker room saying, cut these clowns up like that. Next one, how do you feel about your guys' dime defense right now, and the fact that DB, J-Dub, and KB, or CB, Kwan Williams might be back? How will that help against Seattle? Saleh says it goes week to week based on how we want to use personnel and who's available to us. So we feel very good about that back end and being able to utilize all their different tools and what they're able to bring to the table. It's a week-to-week thing. We feel great about our linebackers, whether it's Quan Alexander and Dre Greenlaw, Fred Warner. Yes! We feel like we match up with people in the back end better than anyone in the league. Oh, hell yeah. Based on week-to-week game plan, we can utilize every one of them, and we do. Next question was, what do you feel, what do you recall about Jordan Willis? Came through before the 2017 draft, and what's your scouting report on him? Do you think he'll get in for a few snaps on Sunday? Because I don't even know who this guy is, right? So I just targeted that question just to see what you think as well. Saleh answered, we'll see how the rest of the week goes, to answer the last party question. Coming out of 2017, he was a very productive player in college. A lot of speed, explosiveness, length, and all that stuff. Obviously, we weren't able to land him or anything just throughout his career so far. Not to say that he hasn't been used properly, but he's such a versatile athlete that you can use him in any which way. He's just going to have the opportunity to do something that he hasn't done. He's played outside linebacker. He stood up. He's dropped in coverage. He sounds like our kind of guy, huh? We're going to find out. Saleh goes on to say he played some defensive end. Different than the type of defensive end. It's a different technique than we'll teach him here, but he's going to get an opportunity to just let loose and get off the ball and rush the passer and set edges and play to the style that we play. You never know. Hopefully it clicks for him, but he's going to get every opportunity. When we feel like he's ready to roll, he'll be ready to roll. Wouldn't it be something, though, if he did come off? It's going to take a few weeks, though. From what it sounds like he's got some things he's got to learn and pick up. How long will that take? Who knows? Maybe we'll get in this week and he'll learn just enough that he can get out there and show something. Next question. During the broadcast on Sunday, Tony Romo quoted you, or maybe paraphrased you, as saying that long as you have Fred Warner, you feel like you always have a chance. What is it about him that makes you believe that to be the case? Boy, everybody's talking about Mrs. Warner's baby, boy. Well, I'm telling you right now. Saleh answers, Fred is a million times now. I've said it. He is one of the smarter players in football, especially at the linebacker position in terms of being able to make different calls. That puts a lot of stress on him to put us in the right call based on formations, based on different things that we see from a formation standpoint, all without disrupting his ability to recognize a formation and recognize a D recognize a situation, and still will be able to play a very, 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 let me add another very, very high level. There's always that fine balance. You can always go overboard. We've done it with Fred before, but where we put a lot on his plate, it was last year, Thursday Night Football versus Arizona. We put a ton on his plate, and to this day, it was a tremendous learning experience on what that limit is for Fred. So always communicating between the two of us and with the linebackers coach, D'Amico Ryans. D'Amico and Ryans, to make sure that his plate is perfectly balanced. You can do a lot with Fred in terms of just getting people where they need to be. On top of it, him being able to use all his athleticism, because he is one of the more athletic linebackers in football, also along with being one of the smartest. It just makes for a player who's got a lot of range and a lot of ability to man the middle of the field. Man, fam, I'm telling you right now, Ruben, being a man who not know where he's going or where he's, I mean, it was a blessing. We didn't see it. We was mad as could be. This is not what we're supposed to do. Come to draft. 49ers select Fred Warner. I said, who? Fred Warner? Bring him. They play football and bring him young? So I said, what? Let me hit me again. You know what? You need to shut up, Ronbo, until you see what they did. Trust the 49ers. They know what they're talking about when they pick up players. Most of the time. I know. Don't mention his name and the other one either. You've lost so many questions. You've lost so many key players, key starters from your defense, and yet you're still one of the best defenses in the league right now. Can you give a layman's response as to why or how that's happening? I just love this stuff, man. Saleh said. It goes back to the men in the room, and by men in the room, I'm talking about the players. They work so hard. They're so deliberate in their approach. Every rep matters. Every clip they watch matters. Every practice rep matters. They're very, very talented. It is a very, very talented group. After the Miami game, I know there was a lot of heat going around for everybody, and sat right at this table and said that the men in that room know they're a top 10 5 defense, and they're going to prove it. They're out there playing their tails off, that they have always played, aside from one hiccup. I feel like they've been playing some great football, and the challenge is for them to continue to do it. So it's hats off to them and the way that they've gone about their business every single day since the beginning of the year. Yeah, Robert. Hey, Robert, take hats off to you, brah. You've been keeping the boys fired up. They look like, they don't need, 5 guys can go down. 10 guys can go down in the starting lineup. They still bring 49er football defense. Oh, God. Hey, question. Have you seen a quarterback put together a stretch throwing a deep ball? The Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson has so far this season. Also, when you have corners who aren't the biggest guys, what are the coaching points when you go up against a downfield threat the size of Seattle Seahawks wide receiver DK Metcalf? I'm still mad that we didn't pick him up. I wanted him before the draft even started. You remember that? Every day, DK. And then we heard about what happened at the Combine and Kyle's reaction. Uh-oh. Damn. It was a mistake. I knew I was right. And Saleh, to answer the first question of Russell, I've always felt that he's one of the better quarterbacks this league has ever had. That's my opinion. I do think he's going to end up in the Hall of Fame one day. I probably speak for a lot of people when I say that. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of agree. Russell Wilson is special, more so than I gave him credit for years ago. The man is phenomenal. He gets better every year. Believe it or not, his deep ball is the best in football. I agree with that as well. See, I ain't. Unlike Hawks fans and other people that just hurl insults, empty bases, stupid-ass insults as we throw them just to bother people, I actually know the difference between right and wrong. Russell Wilson can play. He's finally got the weapons to answer. I shouldn't say finally. He's had them before. I know there was some growing pains during the last few years, but now he's got Lockett playing at a high level. He's got DK over there to relieve some stress off Tyler so he can free him up. Their tight ends are dynamic. Carson, we'll see if he plays this week, but he's an unbelievable back. That's true. Chris Carson does bother me. So they've got a tremendous amount of talent around them, and their O-line is the best it's been in a while. It didn't have to be much. because they ain't had no whole line. I mean, if they could play any kind of good, it's a better line than they've had. So they're tooled up, and there's a reason why they're tops in football. Then, of course, hats off to Seahawks offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer. Schotty's built a system there that fits their style, and they've got something going that's pretty good right now. To answer your question on DK, when you've got a big boy like that, you've just got to play with great technique. Can't panic at the catch point. Just know that he's going to try to muscle you and not necessarily go blow for blow. But if you play with great technique, great vision, and you don't panic at the catch point, we feel like we'll be okay. Technique is Mosey's middle name. When he deals with DK, he does a great job. Here's the thing, though. I do worry about Jason Verrett. Jason Verrett says, yeah, I played against big guys like that before, man. Maybe not to his stature, but I have played against big guys like that before. You just got to put your big boy pads on. I do not want Jason to get, you know what? If Jason does get into a situation with him where they get tangled up, I just hope Marcel and Tavares are in tow. I don't want, because Jason Verrett, I don't want him getting hurt, man. Don't, we need him really badly. All right, one last thing, because I know we've always been curious about this, because people have said, you got this mixed crowd, even within our own community. Man, Kinlaw's a bust, man. He ain't showing me nothing. You know, them people, I don't really, before I get mad, I try not to say too much, and if I do say something, I try to keep cool. Because, after 7 weeks, you go call him a bust? What is your problem? So I try to stay out of that book, but you know what I'm saying. But anyway, the question was, we're almost halfway through the season. How has Javon Kinlaw developed, and how much are you putting on his plate as he continues on through the first season? Saleh responds with, he's getting his normal from a putting on his plate standpoint. He's getting a normal workload and all that stuff. He's progressing like I would expect a rookie to progress. See, that's an intelligent answer. Everybody is not going to be DeForest Buckner. It takes a little time, a little longer for some. It doesn't mean they're a bust. He is grinding through every wall that you can possibly grind through. We feel like he's done a really nice job in the run game, and obviously he still has a ways to go to improve on all that stuff. But he's just got to continue to get better. It's not always going to be clean, especially at this stage. He's learning something new every single game. I think it was a couple of games ago he had some opportunities in pass rush, and a couple of them, we talked about it, and he knew exactly what happened. He's like, man, I wish I would have, but that all comes with time and experience. So for Javon, it's continue to stay the course, continue to find ways to get better. But what's encouraging about him is he's recognizing when he could have done better on a play, and you're not seeing that same mistake twice. If you have a player who can recognize things that happen that quickly, he doesn't need to go to the film room. He just knows it happened. When they're able to recognize it on the fly like that and make a in-game adjustment, you know that those players have a chance to be very special. For him, it's just continue to get better. Continue to focus on all those little details, and he's going to be a good one. You can mark my words on that. Robert Saleh will mark your words on that one. Fam! What did you take from Saleh's presser today? Was enough said to give you confidence to believe in his top 10 defense will stop the rampaging one-dimensional Seahawks? I love saying one-dimensional. That team used to be known for a defense that you feared. As soon as you walked in there, man, you knew it was going to be a rough day today. Now, stop the offense, win the game. That's the bottom line. I say see nothing like they went about to see now. I say that with all the confidence in the world because I know the 49ers will come into that same mindset, man. These dudes, man, if they're going to give us 40 points, well, I'll be damned if we're going to give them 40. So, that's just it. If the 49ers win this Sunday, fam, if I say, the revenge tour is back on. Ron, it's good to see you, fam. It's just Ronbo back-to-back highlights. Guess we're going to beat the Seahawks both times this year. Thanks. Thanks, Smiley. Smiley. Boy, we got some doofus. If you're going to be a troll with intelligence can be respected. All they know is the word delusional. They got a small vocabulary and no football insights whatsoever. They can't aim at anything or anything else. That's what I love about them. Just dumbasses. Paul third. Thanks, Paul. This is, hey, some Ronbo. Clowney was a big factor in that loss. Clowney was a big factor in that loss last year. How you think Jimmy will do against the current Hawks pass rush? Who's a danger guy? Listen, it's just like I was watching one show says, you know what? We've already seen what Jimmy G can do if they give him the ball, and like he did last year against the Saints. If the 49ers realize there's no point in running on these guys unnecessarily, or do run against them, but go ahead and let Jimmy cut up one of the most miserable secondaries in the NFL, you could be in for a treat this week. You see, a lot of people don't understand Jimmy G can quarterback. I know it. And if Kyle cuts him loose, I just wish Debo was there. But he's got talent in Ayuk. Kendrick Bourne, he's going to give you 3 out of 4 catches. He'll help. He's got George Kittle. They don't have Jamal Adams. This could be a bloodbath as far as Jimmy G cutting that team up. If they go down in the first series and march right in, and don't forget, McKinnon can actually go out for passes too. If Kyle's smart, and I know he is, use McKinnon in that way. Forget about running between tackles. Put him out in a position where he can abuse their secondary. Do it, Kyle. Just keep him away from Bobby Wagner. Don't mess with Bobby, boy. I just don't, Even George Kittle said he doesn't mess with Bobby. Roy Boy, hey, wish we had our wounded warriors available, not having boasted Debo, Sherm, Hurd. Richburg, I guess. Mostert, and the 15 others I missed will make winning even more impressive. Remember, they got a lot of people out, too. So that's why it's kind of an even thing. DJ Malone, hey, it's time to expose those grotesque, repulsive, and disgusting poop hawks for the frauds they are. I have 4 words to say to you and to the chat. Who's going to stop us? Hashtag Quest for 6. Dad Cortez, what's up, fam? I need a shout out to my 55 Niners. 55 Niners, what's up? Y'all ready for that revenge tour to continue? If we go 2 above 500, I think we're back in the money. Matty S., hey, shout out from Bend, Oregon, and go Niners. Matty S. up there in Hawks country. It's a kid 916. What's good, Big Ronbo? Niner Empire, let's go. Yes. Keep on. He said, better. I might have been wrong about Saleh when he got players. He's good. Hey, it's all about being around for a while and getting everybody into the program. It can happen, you know what I'm saying? It just takes a while. What we need to do is learn to be a little more patient. We get mad 5 minutes after somebody arrives. A player could be there for 2 minutes. If he ain't starring, get him out of here. He's a bust. Come on, man. What is up with that? Hey, Dre Phantom. Dre, come on in, man.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Dre, man, you know how it is, man. We're getting ready to play that team that everybody circles on the calendar every year, the Hawks. Boy. And now they done found a way to get up in the number 1 position, ain't playing a lick of defense, and outlasting teams every week. I knew it was going to finally play out. I thought it was going to have to wait until this week, but it looks like it played out last week.
Man,
but Dre,
I'm telling you.
But Dre, how you feeling about this, man? What do you think about Robert Saleh and his love for one of the best linebackers in the league and that defense in general?
You know what? To be honest, I didn't catch the interview, but I was getting ready to look at it, and I seen your show come on, so I tagged in on there. But I'm gonna go back and watch it for sure. But from what you said so far, man, we gonna see. And before we get into it, I think you need to make another announcement, man, about keeping your phone on mute. So while we're in the stall, somebody just got their phone on. And it's just really we're trying to hear what you're saying, and it's a lot of noise going on. But maybe it's a new caller or something. But
yeah. In fact, I just want to echo on that. Yeah. When you call in, if you haven't never called in before, please just dial in and freeze, and we'll unmute you so as we keep the air clear. Thanks, fam. All right, Drake, continue, fam.
Absolutely. No, man, I'm just looking forward to just getting back to. I haven't talked to you probably in a few weeks, so I just wanted to really just do a roll call and check in, say what's up. Looking forward to Sunday, man, seeing how we match up against Metcalf and Lockett and the folks over there and see what we put up. I'm feeling good about it though overall. What about you?
Feeling great. I'm starting to realize I'm actually growing more and more curious as to what Kyle's offensive game plan is. Cause see, the Seahawks are gonna do what they
Mm.
do. They got three weapons, you know, and that's it. And so amazing. And the other guys, we can cover kind of easily, but they do have three weapons. And how can they beat us with three weapons and without a defense? I We've played some. What's the best defense we played this year? The Eagles. Who else?
Yeah, probably the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand. Kyle's got to know he can dial up a lot of points on these guys if he wants to. Because do
Right.
you know we keep the ball? We had the ball 80 minutes last week. The Patriots had the
Ooh.
ball 40 minutes. Now that's total
Man.
domination of the ball. I kind of think this is why I do want to run though. But I do want Kyle to cut that secondary up. Do it.
I
you know?
feel you on that. I'm with
So,
you.
yeah.
I'm with you on that. What's the Rams? What's their defense rank?
See, the Rams defense is not that bad. I'm not sure where they're ranked,
Right.
but they'll hustle on you. Yeah, you're not going to get a lot of points against the
Right.
Rams. So,
Right. So we fared well, against them. But I'm like you too, and I think it was one of Grant Cohn's videos. They was breaking down some film, and I thought it was really interesting how they said with all our backups and how Robert Saleh is calling things now. We're doing more man, and how we're not so much. Even our pass rush
zone.
is a little suspect.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
not getting as far, passing the quarterbacks up, the running quarterbacks up. So that's going to be interesting to see, this week against Wilson. I'm really excited to see how that turns out.
His best asset is going deep. Wilson has a magic deep ball. I know our
Right.
guys have worked hard on that all week. He does not have to get away with that every time. He puts the biggest moon spinning shot up. Bruce Arians,
Man,
and they used to do that. I just wonder, you put that ball up to the Empire State Building like that on me, I'm gonna be ready for that. When it comes down, he's gonna have more than a party. I just don't understand it, but he does get away with that over and over.
he does. He got that timing down with that. Just arch it way up there and just come fall right down on that receiver. It's crazy.
It's amazing. So, they're going to be ready.
Absolutely.
I think the 49ers know that's going to be the case. If you get caught in that, it's almost embarrassing. So we'll see what they do. Oh, God.
Real talk. Real talk. And no 12th man either. So the offense we should be clicking on all cylinders.
They're going to have some
No
fake ones out there.
12s.
Yeah. Throw that little handkerchief out there they got with the 12 written on it. Just throw it out there. Some coach.
Yes, sir.
Drake, hey, I tell you what I'm gonna do, Drake. Tomorrow, I hope you get your chance, man. Tomorrow, I'll bring a score. Think about it, and we're gonna jot down everybody's
Okay.
predictions tomorrow. All right.
Cool. I'll tap back in with you.
Looking forward to it. Good to hear from you, Drake. Night, fam.
Likewise. Peace.
Yeah. And hey, Alex.
Yeah, what it do, Rombo?
Oh, Alex, man, I'm just. There's a lot of concern for the Seahawks offense versus our defense. But more than I think about it, I'm actually intrigued by what the 49ers are going to do offense. Because I doubt very seriously the 49ers are going to be conservative tomorrow. We may even see some of those crackerjack plays we've seen against the last year we saw against the the Saints. Because Kyle came up with
Mm.
all these weird plays out of college. And the 49ers were executing. I said, that one
Yep.
that Juice was involved in that option play with Juice running it. And also,
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that play.
yes, and you know who could actually throw that pass? Jerick McKinnon could drop one downfield, much like E-Man Sanders
Phew.
did that game as well. To whom I don't know, but there's a lot of availability for Kyle's. His playbook is more intricate than we even know. This could be interesting.
Oh, for
But
sure.
but speak to it.
Yeah. I've kind of like thinking back the last 2 weeks on like what we've been doing offensively. Obviously, we've been running a lot of screens, a lot of I don't know what to call them, those little pass plays in the backfield that Jimmy gives off. But last week we saw that wrinkle where we would fake like a little bubble screen, and then Kittle would act like he's blocking, and then come off the block and run a seam, and Kittle would hit him right there, and he hit Kittle and he hit Juice. So I could see Kyle adding on and maybe taking a couple deep shots for like taking those bubble screens, taking like a deep shot with maybe like an Ayuk or something, or or maybe even KB. And we need KB to step up this week with Debo being out. You know, I don't want to see one drop from that guy. I want to, and we know he can do it. We know that he can. I mean, look at the Rams last year, the 3rd and 16. He was playing great against even the Rams. He had a couple of drops, but he had some great grabs. So we really need KB to step up this week offensively for sure.
And he'll feel that pressure too with Debo being out. So his focus should be like unbelievable. I mean, enough to burn a hole through something.
Yeah, for
we're
sure.
Gonna find out.
But I was thinking, I feel like everyone's kind of feeling uneasy because the Seahawks are coming off of a loss. But if we think about last year, Ronbo, when we played the Seahawks Week 17, they came off a loss against the Cardinals, and guess what? That game was for the number 1 seed, and look who came out on top.
Hey,
so
Alex,
they could lose back to back.
One question: the Hawks lost to the Cards last year?
Yeah, they lost to the Cards Week 16 before we played them.
I didn't remember that. Okay, they got no right giving me grief. Okay, good. I'm glad okay, go ahead.
and on top of that, Ronbo, I know it's a new year, obviously. But let's talk about this year. Seahawks are what, first place, 5-1?
Yep.
They're coming off a loss. They have to defend that first place title as of this week. We're looking and hunting. We're on the offensive, coming for that first place. If we can get these dudes on their heels defending that first place title, I'm talking mentality, right? Like the mentality of the game. I think we're going to come in and smack them in the mouth, Ronbo. I think it'll still be a close game, but I think the first half we're going to smack them around for sure.
You know how this team is. We've seen it. It's a new team, Alex. They're a money club all of a sudden. They couldn't get motivated for the first few games. They weren't playing that good of football. But all of a sudden, after Miami embarrassed them, all of a sudden they look pretty sharp. That performance last week against the Patriots may not be as bad as the 49ers made them look. You know what I mean?
I mean, look what they did to Seattle. Look what they've put up some numbers this year, and it's Bill Belichick. Like we can't overlook that. It's Bill Belichick with Stephon Gilmore.
Scared me to
death. And the week before that was Ramsey and Donald, and we held Donald to what? No sacks, 1 quarterback hit.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? And they don't have a defensive line anything to resemble the Rams and Aaron Donald.
No. The best defensive player they have is maybe 2 guys, KJ Wright and Bobby Wagner, but we know what Kyle Shanahan does to linebackers. We know what he does.
And Jamal Adams ain't playing. So exactly.
Nope. Yep. And I'm looking for this dude Jordan Willis this week. I want to see what he's like on the line.
I'm curious about him too.
With him, because I'm curious with him on the outside if Eric Armstead kind of slides inside a little bit more and kind of plays his game a little bit,
Be back to what he was doing, hopefully.
Yep. So
man.
I think we got a lot of advantages for this week, and I'm feeling confident. Obviously, I think it's gonna be a close game, but I'm still feeling pretty confident, Ronbo.
Yeah, I am too. We have no right to be, and we shouldn't, because the fact is, last time we did this against a team that we should have ran off the field, we got beat. I'm not going to get over the Dolphins' loss until next year, but you got to remember that, Alex.
And shoot, we're in our 94 throwbacks. We're in our throwbacks, right. And we're going to be feeling ourselves, bro.
Have we lost a game of throwbacks yet? I don't think so.
We have in 2018. I thought we were undefeated, but in 2018.
Did we have the Whites in 18? Oh, that's right. We've had them for that long. All right. All right. I'll tell you what, I'm going to see you tomorrow.
I think it was the game Kittle. Yeah, sounds good. I won't take more time. You have a good night, Ronbo. Much love to you, brother.
Hey,
shout out to the faithful. Shout out to the Niners.
All right, fam. Looking forward to tomorrow. All right, Alex. Night. And Guerrero. Thank you, fam. It's hey, Robert. She got you sweating and scared of the Niners. I wish that was the case. Just because you said it, I'm gonna go for it too. I'll believe it. Ellis.
Bo.
Ellis. Well,
What's up, man?
I'm just looking back at Robert Saleh, man. He came in and said all the right things. I said, this is the more I think about it. Okay, you look at everything in proper perspective. The 49ers should be in the driver's seat because if the Hawks can't play any defense, the 49ers, you got the top play caller in top 5, 3. It's actually Kyle Shanahan's probably in the top 3 play callers in the NFL. You got that, and he's got plenty of weapons out there because of the depth we built on this team. I don't know why the 49ers would lose this game, and you consider the fact that their defense is going to be very, very generous. I like our chances. I hate to say and get cocky and too confident, but Ellis, give me some of what you got. And did you get anything from Robert Saleh's presser today?
I mean, we got a right to be a little cocky. You know, I mean, we trying to be modest and we try to be humble just because we got to do that naturally and get the job done. That's all. It's all about results. It's about what happens after the game once the clock, once we got 4 zeros on the clock. But again, we know how great we are. We know what we have, to offer. And man, we just got to maintain that confidence in the midst of it all, and just we got to kind of at the same time we got to produce. So
Yes.
I feel like it's warranted. We still got to let them know we ain't going out. We're not going away quietly, and we're not going anywhere anytime soon. At that, this is still, it's still up for grabs. You know what I mean? First place, everything. We have not clocked out officially. So. There's plenty more ball to play left. I didn't get a chance to catch all of Coach Saleh earlier. I kind of caught just a few moments of it, and when I did get to hear it, he was talking about Russell and just how he's evolved and all these different things and stuff like that. But I think they got a great game plan. I feel like there's going to be some stuff going on. Thankfully we don't have Jamal Adams, to worry about. Man, that's major. I know he's mostly coming in for the blitzes and trying to put pressure, but now we don't have to worry about that being something that Jimmy has to, be anxious about. You know what I mean? And offensively, that's I think that's major. I don't know too much. I mean, Shaquille Griffin is cool, but I wasn't really concerned about him. But it's good that he's out. They just got that that D lineman from Cincinnati, Dunlap.
Dunlap. Yeah, is he available this week? I think he's got to go through some protocol first. I don't know, maybe.
Okay, well that'd be great. That'd be great. We don't need anybody coming in being an extra added distraction.
Yeah,
we need to go ahead and take advantage of them while I can. They kick us while we're down, so we're both actually down, so to speak. So it's not like we have all our players and they don't. But we got to take advantage of them while they don't have those guys to give us really any headaches. Offensively, though, we definitely we got our work cut out for us. So, and we got the guys that are ready to do it. We got JV in there, and we got E-Man, and Marcel's going to come in and play. John Cyprian's going to come in and play well, and we got Tavarius Moore. Like I'm feeling good, man. We got fresh legs. We got some players on that secondary, man. As long as our defensive line can come bring the pressure, man, keep Russell from doing the off schedules and running around, in circles and getting these bombs and stuff, these throwing a DK or anybody that's getting wide open off schedule. We just got to make sure we get to them fast enough so we can do that. Their run game is doing nothing. We got Fred and we.
Carson's
yeah,
out?
I'm just saying their run. Yeah, their run game still though. Even if they had Carson, I mean, he runs hard though. He is a truck. He's fast and he pumps his legs. That's a good. He is a solid back. I can't knock him for that.
Yeah.
Carlos, you're getting stuck all night tomorrow on Sunday, my guy. We're gonna with love since he's championing the Seahawks and talking about a few weeks ago, was that last month, he's talking about no wonder why they would always beat us or whatever, because they always because of how their environment or their team or whatever, what I mean, just putting them up in high regards, licking the boots a little bit, fresh in. But that's okay, because we got something for you, High. You ain't did shit since Ohio, my dude.
That's right, because he's all
Uh,
that. He'd still be in San Francisco.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the offense getting off quick, family. We got a whole lot that we can take advantage of, and I can't wait to see it. George is going to be able to do some things. I think Brandon's going to have a great game. Jermichael's going to have a great game, and I'll be interested in seeing how Kyle incorporates, Jarek and Kyle Juszczyk. You know what I mean? Because I think Kyle Juszczyk's going to get maybe a couple carries, if not at least a couple of passes.
Oh, for
and
sure.
I'll be excited to see that.
Oh,
I'll be excited.
absolutely. All right, Phil.
How you feeling about it?
I'm feeling all that, because Juice has got the diversity. He's not, and make no mistake, he is not Deebo Samuel, but you can do some things with him similar to what you do with Deebo, because he can, like you said, he can make pass catches, he can run the ball, he's best blocking fullback in the NFL. There's so many things you can use him for that you don't need to use him for, but you can use him for now. So we'll see.
Yeah, fam. Yeah, shout out to you, Ronbo. Thank you as always for the platform. I appreciate you greatly.
Thanks, Phil.
Man, shout out to the Niner faithful and everybody, y'all. We almost there. I'm getting anxious. You know what I mean? My heart start pumping as soon as that kickoff start cracking, man. So
Wait
I'm
till
ready
Sunday.
to get it going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. hey, for any of you Hawks fans, right now, what you need to be doing is you need to be logging on to the Hawk Blogger on YouTube. I've seen this shit pop up on my YouTube. Go to Hawk Blogger, HAUK Blogger. That's where y'all need to be right now, celebrating and cheerleading with y'all team instead of being in the 49ers chat.
Talking
y'all,
trash.
Y'all some clowns. Y'all some clowns. You need a gender check, gentlemen. Anyway, much love, family. Always, family. Peace and love.
Good night, fam.
Well, good night.
Good night. Slick, I see you, man. That's pretty funny. He's Carlos Hyde. Carlos called himself what? What? Slick is calling now El Dropo. Hey, Dion.
Ronbo, what's going on, brother?
Man, D, it's Hawks time. You know what I'm saying? So all kind of emotions get involved in this game and this week. Last week it was just about beating Belichick, but you only feel a certain way about this. But this game with the Hawks, who came in and beat the 49ers every year for years. Well, that ended 2 years ago, and now it's time for the big payback. And it could start this Sunday, continue as it did last year. But I like what I'm seeing. You know what? From what Saleh was saying, I know you caught his press conference today. I think the 49ers, Saleh had that eye of the tiger in his face. I got to feel the 49ers got a plan for these boys, and they ain't about to let them start busting out no whooping stick on them as far as all in points go. What are you thinking?
Well, Ronbo, as long as we do our jobs and we fit the scheme and everyone stays within the scheme and you play within the scheme, then, we can win the games. I think that's what Tarvarius did. I think that's what Marcel did. They played within the scheme, and, that's exactly how he be sounding. He kills me with that, man. He kills me with that. Saleh is one of the most boring people on the planet.
You were so good at that. I didn't know who you was. I said, "Who is this?"
I'm telling you, that's how Saleh be sounding, man. He had me weak, bro.
That is the way you talk, so.
That's exactly the way he sounds, man.
I know.
But
and he starts off every sentence with, and then, he gets good to go with it.
Yeah, everything starts off with, even with his love for Bobby Wagner and how they were talking about how Fred Miles was game after him and everything.
Oh God, he was laying
I
praises.
get it, but the one thing is that and we have so many Seahawk haters in the chat right now. They just came off a loss and they run their mouth like they just beat the Cardinals or something.
Man.
First of all, both of us have lost to the Cardinals, so neither one of us can say anything to each other, from an honest standpoint.
I didn't know they lost last year to the Cardinals. They've been giving me grief since last year, and they didn't even have no right.
The Cardinals, the thing about the Cardinals is the Cardinals be whooping their butt in their house all the time. They've been doing this for years. I kid you not.
I know
and
it goes back before he got here. Exactly.
I beg any of you haters in the chat that love to ride the Seahawks, you know what? I guarantee you could go back and look at your records, bro. You guys get broke off in your house by the Cardinals all the time. It's
And the
constant.
Rams.
So,
We're the only ones.
oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we're the only ones who had a little bit of a struggle with them, and now it's good. You know, but the thing about this one is, Ronbo, it's a simple situation of us being able to control the clock and not give Russ any time. Because it's a constant. Every time Russell sit down, you know what he's thinking? I'm about to have to bail this damn defense out again. Yep,
Every
there goes
week.
touchdown. All
Every
right.
week.
And Pete looks back at him and be like, man, don't even look at me right now. I gotta bail your weak defense out again. They can't hold no damn body. Every single time I want to go ahead and take a rest, I want some time to relax. You know, I got my beautiful wife Sierra at home. I got my kid. You know, I can't even relax. I got to come bail this trash defense out one more time, you know, and then everybody looks and they go, man, Russell's playing great. Russell is tired. He's tired of bailing y'all out. That's the problem. He ain't got no time for that. And you know what we going to do? We are going to sick Jason Verrett on DK Metcalf. My boy is, okay, one of my very best friends that I grew up with, you know, from junior high is a diehard Charger fan. And he reminded me that when Jason Verrett played AB, Antonio Brown, he shut him down.
Yep. That's
So if
legendary.
you can shut down AB, you for damn sure can shut down DK Metcalf. And he said it in his press conference. All I have to do is play physical.
Yeah.
DK out there trying to bully people. He not about to bully me. The beauty of this is that Jason is a vet. DK's still coming into his own. Now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody in the foot race with DK Metcalf.
No, because you're gonna lose.
Good goddamn, and the way he chased down Buda Baker.
Boy, that's
ooh,
that's
good
gonna
God.
be
That's
classic for years.
That's sad. Hey,
Man
that's gonna be a
passed
classic for you. Just as bad as that turf monster got Daniel Jones and he fell. He had a clear touchdown and he bit it on his own. Nobody was there. He heard footsteps from 40 yards away and he fell.
But DK got up off the dirt to go get Buddha. I didn't. All you see this dude coming out into the camera.
He went almost 100.
God.
Rombo, that was 108 yards, and he was running at 21 miles an hour and maintaining the speed. Like the dude's got ridiculous speed, but the thing is, if we can get K1 back, then we don't worry about Tyler Lockett. You know what I'm saying? If K1 doesn't come back, they'll throw Lockett in the slot. We'll have to just hope and pray that Jamar Taylor can hold them down. But I believe that Verrett travels with DK. Wherever DK is, Verrett is, because it's not that Mosley can't do it. Mosley gave him fits last time. But at the end of the day, you're going to allow JV. Yeah, I feel like you're going to allow JV to travel with DK. They have no running game to speak of, and their defense is trash. So at the end of the day, what are we really worried about? If we can score and control the clock, then we have nothing to be worried about. All we have to do is control TOP and make sure that we get up on them and get up on them far enough to a point where we don't give Russell any time. I don't care if Jimmy got to walk up there and Brady, if he can bait him into a couple of offside penalties, I want him to use every inch of that play clock, every second, because he has to.
D, we got to stop. I tell you what, I'll be back tomorrow. Bring that score and your reason behind that score. I can't wait to hear from you tomorrow. And tell you, fam, the impressions, man, you threw me all the way out. I said, wait a minute, is that D?
Hey, Ronbo, thank you for the
Saleh.
platform. Appreciate what you do, brother. Nothing but love to you. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, people. Turn on and post notifications to all you haters. You're closet 49er fans. You're in here because your team sucks. You don't have a Ronbo. You'll never have a Ronbo. You don't have a platform like this. You don't have 5 rings. You have no stories franchise. And I'm going to tell you this. On Sunday, we going to come to play angry. We're going to play angry. It's going to get real violent and real vocal. Good night, Ronbo.
Good night, JK. See you tomorrow, fam. It's D. He's Niner Gang Podcast, 9ER Gang Podcast. You'll find him. Oh, man. Hey, Krusty.
Hey.
Krusty.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey, man. You know, Krusty, the biggest fear I have in this game is the embarrassment of losing to a partial team. This is the only thing that bothers me. Otherwise,
Right.
like I said, the Seahawks don't have what they need to beat the 49ers. It makes no sense. So I'm looking forward to this game. And the 49ers lose, I will be peeved. Not like I would have been if we'd lost to the Patriots last week. I said, okay, well, it's Belichick. But we're talking about a team that has given up more points in 3 weeks. And we're talking 300. The closest team to them for giving up points, I forget it, they're around 270. The Hawks have given up over 300 points. Why? There's no way we don't get some of this. So, Krusty, what are you thinking?
I think we're gonna win. I have faith in Kyle Shanahan and Jimmy. I think we're gonna do great. I think I think there's a very good chance for another blowout for us.
There's that word.
3 games in a row.
And we're on the road.
I
And we
think
seem to like playing on the road.
Right. I see all these Seahawks fans putting up the friggin' we're like 13-4 against you guys.
History.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, you realize that Jimmy's beat you guys. Jimmy's got like a 2-1 record versus you guys.
Thank
And
you.
you guys got beat by Nick Mullins in the last 3 years. We got the better record in the last 3 years than you guys do. So
Yeah.
you guys can keep that stuff to yourself.
Yeah. Except
So
for that
don't
one
come in with
escape
that
they
bull
made
crap.
last year. Yeah.
Yeah, that last year Jimmy should have won both games last year. You guys are lucky on that one. You guys got the short end of the stick against the Cardinals this weekend. It's exactly how the game against us went last year.
I know,
except for
right?
You guys came out on
Missed
top last
field
year.
goal. They
So
should
don't
have
come up
lost
with
in
that
regular.
crap.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, just like they should have lost in regular against us last year.
Mm.
So I don't want to hear none of that stuff. I don't want to see none of that anymore. But I think we're gonna do great. I heard you were talking about DK and how you wish we would have picked him up in the draft, and you were looking at him. We got Debo that draft though.
I know
I'd
you
rather
can't
have
get
Debo than DK Metcalf any day.
Same here. I just wish that he would have been available for the 49ers to get him trade up or something. I wanted him before the season started. I liked Debo, but then I didn't think he was, but I thought Metcalf was going to be a fiend, and I was right. But I do like Debo better because
Right.
he brings more to the table.
I agree. Right. And it's good to, another good thing to hear is when I was listening to Brett's conference that he has experience taking on Lockett too. He guarded him in college too.
Yep.
So
Yep.
he's already got experience and kind of knows Tyler Lockett's tendencies and whatnot. So that's good for us if Jamar Taylor or K'Wan Williams, can't hold him. He might be able to jump over and guard him. I think Emmanuel Mosley will be able to take care of DK Metcalf, no problem.
Because he's got great technique.
He's going to have help over the top probably with him,
Yep.
by whoever the safeties are this weekend. I think it just keeps looking better and better and better the longer I sit down and look at everything. It just
It
seems
does.
like we're going to go in there
Yeah.
and blow them out. Just like
Russ
I
is
was
such a
listening
competitor.
to one of the guys.
Yeah.
I was listening to one of the talk shows, and they were saying if 49 stop the Seahawks 3 times, it's almost a guaranteed win.
Yeah, I
And they
enjoyed
say
that.
you got to do
I
it
saw
early.
that.
Yeah, and I totally agree because if we just freaking stop them 3 times, the game's ours. Because you know what we're going to do?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to control the clock.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have the ball just like you said. In the last 2 games, we've held the ball 80 minutes, and they've only got to play with 40 minutes. The way to beat the Seahawks ain't got no defense. I know we'll be able to beat them, but we're going to run it down their throats and keep the run game and control the clock because the best defense against the Seahawks is keep the Russell Wilsons on the sideline.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we're going to beat him because the more time he has out on the field, the less time we have to,
Do what he does. His miracle
we need to
plays.
keep him on the sideline.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he can
so-
throw some miracle plays. I'll give him that.
Right.
Our offensive line is looking a lot
Right.
better, Krusty. Last couple of games,
Right.
actually.
I'll tell you this. I know a lot of people may disagree with me. I saw what the 49ers were going to start becoming. I saw that in the Miami game when Trent Taylor got that punt return and got it, and we ran the ball down, and Kyle Juszczyk ran into the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
That's been our offense for these last 2 games, and that's what we're going to keep going through. We just couldn't do it in the Miami game because we got so far behind. We had to throw it to get back in the game.
Right?
We would have beat Miami too because we were imposing our will on them too. It's just Brian
Game.
Allen, I swear.
Well, he got
I'm so glad
waived.
that guy's
He's
guy's
outta
gone,
here.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just, you know, I think we're gonna be okay.
All right.
We're gonna beat these Seahawks. We're gonna put them in their place, and then we're gonna go through and we're gonna beat the rest of these people. I think we can still go 13-3.
Oh,
I think we can
you're
freaking end
first. Rusty, put that out there. Of course, we're going to go now. I'm going to get that score ready for tomorrow, man. I'll be looking for you, okay?
I'll get the score ready. All right.
All right, Rusty. Have a good night, fam.
All right.
Yeah. And, you know, this would be a story that would go down in 49er folklore for eternity. 49ers started off weak, shaky, like a fawn just being born. Legs weren't working, right? And then all of a sudden they straighten up, start walking. Then they start running. And pretty soon they got into a full sprint. 13-3. What? Renzo! Renzo's working.
What's going on?
Ah, there he is.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Renzo, man, was sitting there going over Robert Saleh's press conference today, and he was so polite. He had nothing but good things to say about the Seahawks. Also Jimmy. I mean, our quarterback did the same thing. It's funny how the 49ers aren't saying anything nasty about the Seahawks. All kind of respect, saying things like their numbers don't show it, but they're a better defense than what their record states. I said, stop lying. When you guys in the locker room, I know good and well you're saying things. We're going to take these guys apart and set a statement right now. But hey, Renzo, can our defense hold Magic Russie down?
We can and we can't. I don't think we're going to be able to, hold him all the way down, but we'll do enough to get the job done.
And that's all that's important.
Because Russell is one of them he's a ferret. He's a weasel. He find his way out of the teeny tiny cracks. But our defense is going to play tough. It's like college rivalry week right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about, man, I'm so amped for
Bama
this game.
against Auburn.
I'm going to be off this weekend because, see, I live in Jacksonville, Florida, and I'm a Gator fan. This is like playing Georgia.
Yeah.
And we got to, like you said, we got to play physical. Receivers, they don't like when you play physical. They don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a defense got to come out there, you know what I'm saying, play physical, hit them. Don't get no penalties, but hit them. Hit them hard, you know. And offense, man, Shanahan just got to go stupid. Like you say, we got to set a message because right now the world don't understand and don't respect that we still the NFC champions.
Thank you. Got to remind people sometimes. Got to remind them. They forget.
Yeah, that's what we. Like all that, you know what I'm saying, we beat New England, and y'all want to make it about the Patriots, okay, do that. But we still the NFC champions until somebody take that belt from us. And we got to go and let people know that, hey, we still here.
Tell you.
So,
and the attitude is going to be there, too.
Oh, yeah, because we don't like the Seahawks. We don't. We make that known, and they don't like us, you know. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a hard-hitting game. But I'm looking forward to this game, and I'm off this weekend, and I'm finna watch this.
Should be full-on entertainment. And look for the 49ers for long ball possessions. I got a feeling, because if the Hawks ain't got no defense to stop the 49ers, they can sort of toy with them on offense. Execution should be sharp at this point in the season, too. Go ahead.
But I'm going to tell you this, Ronbo. If it start getting out of hand and we start to blow them out, look for the ref to try to put it back in order.
Oh,
so don't.
Oh, Renzo, don't remind me. I forgot about that.
Yeah. The refs, they don't want us to blow Seattle out. They don't want that to happen. You know, they don't want that to happen.
I think the league sends them refs in there on purpose.
We all know it's a money thing with the league. We already know that.
And you're right.
See, but people can't say that because, you know, that's how you'll be in a capital situation. So, hey, people got to keep their mouth closed and play their role. But the Niners, we're going to be all right, though. We're going to be all right.
I do firmly believe that. Because I'm looking at that team. I say, you know, they're winning every game 30+ to 30-something. And it's the fourth quarter. You keep doing that. And they should have lost in regular overtime. Well, they lost in overtime. Well, they should have lost in the regular regular time period, the fool missed the field goal because his coach called the
Yeah.
wrong timeout. That ball went
Yeah,
through. What are you calling timeout for?
Yeah,
Oh,
they gotta wait. Yeah.
so you know. And if Russ throws the INTs like he did last week, for sure this game will be on ice.
Oh yeah. I think Kyle Shanahan got a surprise for Pete Carroll. He's gonna throw a little monkey wrench in his play calling.
That's Kyle. Kyle
Yeah.
is not to be predicted.
Yeah. Yeah, and we got a chance to be the, the new dynasty of football, man. It's all up to Kyle, though,
And
he
health.
come out, call it. Yeah. Oh, man. But you know what, Ronbo? The injury bug is starting to play a good part in our football because it's like when we get injuries, we play with more heart, with our backs against the wall. Like
Seems like, right?
everybody playing for each other,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I can see, especially in some of the talents that are coming up from the ranks. I heard about. I didn't see him in people talking about the running back, Jermichael Hasty's been talked about for weeks, and now that I see him, I fully understand what people were talking about. I'm a huge Hasty fan. I can't wait till Sunday to see him.
and with the injury. With these injuries, Ronbo, I'm starting to see, like, people are playing for other players' jobs.
Yes.
People trying to take jobs right now. It's making the competition more competitive.
That's it. Renzo, we're going to go, but I tell you what, looking forward to you to bring your score tomorrow, Fern. We're going to make some predictions and make everybody mad. Put some little booty-ass dudes in the chat.
On that note, man, I'm going to try to get me toward the end because my wife, she's a Cowboy fan. I need you to get her in line. When she get off of work, I need her to be on there so you can get her in line.
We'll wait till the latest possible to call you then to make sure you're at home.
All right. All right, my brother. Appreciate it, man. Be safe and love you, man.
Hey, love you back, fam. Right. Looking forward to tomorrow.
All right.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Renzo.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, God. Hey, something funny, though? As many people who called in, it's usually their family members are Raider fans or Cowboy fans. When's the last time you heard somebody call in and say, my other half is a Hawks fan? It never happens. It's pretty funny, huh? Hey, Rebel D, thanks for having me. It says, you need to get an exterminator for your chat. A lot of roaches and rats in here. Man, go Niners, 30-21. I know, they don't break rules. They just stand around talking trash. By the way, if you don't mind exchanging, talking trash, I'm just, Rebel D's not particularly anybody. You can make them invisible. Go ahead and block them and they won't bother you. But I have to wait for them just by rule and to be fair. Unless they break a rule, racism, attacking women, any bigotry whatsoever. I don't put up with any of that stuff. Then we can give me the old 86. But right now, hey, dollar bill. Will.
Ronbo, what's up? What up, man?
Fam, I'm telling you, man, I know that we're supposed to compete. We always compete with these people. I look at all the facts. It doesn't make sense that we should struggle with these guys other than the magic of Russell Wilson. Unless we make a mistake or the referees come and do like they do, Will, you know how these people knock the real referee out, put his uniform on and come out and blow whistles on plays that make no sense. There are things and forces that could make us lose, but if you look at on paper, Will, you got no business losing to this team. From what Robert Saleh was saying, okay, we can be polite, but let's be real here. 31. You're 31 in the league as far as defense. You're out in front of everybody, giving up points by a huge margin. How is that? How in the world are you going to lose to this team? So I guess it's going to be embarrassing if we lose, Will. What are you thinking?
I think we got a good shot, man. I think we got the Seahawks right where we want them, man. You got to understand. When you look at Seattle's record, their 4 wins came out the NFC East, weak teams. And then when they turn around and played a good team like Arizona, they bluff.
Played out.
They got messed up. So I mean, the competition for Seattle has just not getting started. Just like the competition for us, with our schedule just getting started. But when you look at it, Ronbo, we're good on offense. They're good on offense. They're bad on defense, but we're good on defense.
Well, see, that's what I'm talking about. It doesn't make any sense to lose.
It balances out in our favor. Because we're good on offense and defense. They're just good on offense.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody said that Seattle's defense is the worst defense that PK has had ever since the Legion of Boom.
Easy to believe.
Yeah, so I mean, it shouldn't be no excuses of us not executing against this defense.
Right.
Now,
especially Kyle.
Right. Now, you got to give credit when credit is due. Russell Wilson, I mean, he's balling right now. He is, but I believe with the defense that we have with Fred Warner has been amazing. I think he's even got better with the defensive play calling, recognizing the offense, recognizing what the offense is in, and he getting those calls out to the whole defense to put them in the best position to win. Mm-hmm. And that's a major part because Fred Warner is the guy that calls out the defensive calls for the defense, and on top of that, his gameplay it's amazing. It's elite right now. So, I mean, I can really see us stopping, Seattle's offense. Now, last year when we played Seattle in Seattle, DK was putting points on us. Seattle was putting points on us off of Weatherspoon. And when Weatherspoon got put out,
all of a sudden that slowed down.
It slowed down. He was balling on DK. So when you got Mosley, who's playing at a high level right now, and you got Barrett to where he's at Pro Bowl playing for him, I don't see how Seattle can throw deep balls on us or make completions on us. Mm-hmm. I mean, as you look at last week, Barrett and Mosley, I mean, they was batting down balls, and even though even though our pass rush has slowed down, we've been getting help from our secondary, and that's something we haven't seen, in a long time.
In years, Will.
Right.
We ain't had no secondary like this. I'm trying to remember, even with Harbaugh's, them dudes was killing people back there. We still wasn't this kind of technique good.
Right. So I really see us slowing down their deep balls because due to the fact we do run a cover 3, so that prevents deep balls from happening. And we haven't even given up big plays. The last few big plays we didn't given up was because of Brian Allen. I'm so glad that he's off the team. And that Dolphins game was like a blessing in disguise because it was a reminder to the team that we're trying to get back, but it's not going to be easy. And as you can see, we took a couple of losses early in the season. Mm-hmm. So that lets you know that whenever you try to get to the ultimate goal, you get there one time, it fails, and then when you try the next year, it gets even harder. But as of right now, man, we're holding our own. I mean, I remember somebody said that the 49ers are right now 2-0 in this 7-game death march. We 2-0.
Actually, it started. That's right. Started with the Rams. That's right.
Right. So our best is still against the wall, but we're not letting up. I mean, we're playing at a high level right now, both sides of the ball. So I really do believe that we can get the offense going, run the clock, eat the clock, score, play good defense, keep Russell Wilson on the sideline,
and stay focused the whole time. Jimmy, do not sail no passes. Oh. That's his only thing.
Right.
Once a game, he's going to sail one that makes no sense. All of a sudden, just flies off his hand, goes into orbit.
Right. And remember, Seattle won't have the 12-man, no fans in the stands. So, we should be great on the offensive line. No offsides, no encroachment. No penalties, no pass interference. If we can limit the flags as well, I really believe we can beat this team. And by the looks of it, Ronbo, we got a great shot. We got a great shot due to the fact that the defense of Seattle is not good at all. I mean, if other teams can scorch them, why can't we?
That's what I'm saying. Everybody gets 30 points. You, as soon as you walk in, it's like when you go into the club and they give you the coupon for your drink. It's the same thing with these guys. Right, fam. We gotta go. Will, great stuff. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Bring your score, okay?
All right. Oh yeah, and don't forget, we got soldiers coming back too. Quan and Quan Alexander, Jimmy Ward, they came back at practice. And you got
I
Coleman
know.
and Reed who's back at practice. Now I don't know if they're gonna play Sunday, or I don't know if Tyler's playing the mind games with PK with these
He's
two
getting warmed up
with
for
them
next
coming
week.
back. But
Yeah.
you never know. So
Mm-hmm. Tell you, it's all about getting them people back, and it's all over for the rest of the NFL. All right, Will. See you tomorrow, fam.
all right, man. Shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Shout out to my TNT fam, man. Trey's Big Show, Russo, all them guys, man. Shout out to the Ronbo Club, Rico, Jersey Joe, all them guys, man. Hey, man. Super Bowl 55. It won't be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It'll be the San Francisco 49ers versus to be announced.
Yeah.
If the Rams have Rudy, we beat them 24-16, and they are broke. All right, Ronbo.
I will. And DJ Malone has a point of correction. He says, I'm pretty sure the Bungles have the second-ranked defense, 32nd ranked defense of the Bungles. Bengals? Bungles. I like it. The Bungles.
Yeah, what I think that's what this call to have records to
Hey, hello? 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 360. Area code 360 in Washington. Hello?
Oh, Ronbo.
Yo! Who is this?
Oh, hey, Ronbo. Oh man, it's Brown Suka.
Did you say brown sugar?
Brown Suka. Oh, I'm a long time listener, first time caller.
Mr.
I
Brown
don't know if you
Sugar.
remember. I called. Yeah, I called from Germany one time. I was trying to call.
Oh. Yeah, but I don't remember.
I was trying to
remember
call
one call
all
from
time.
Germany, but was it this name? But yeah, okay. So where are you now?
Oh, you want to believe where I'm at now? I'm
You're in Washington. Yeah, I just see it on the.
Yes, sir. So I was in work in Germany. Now I moved here for work, and I'm here. I'm like, man, I can't wait till Sunday. This is the game I'm waiting for all year.
Everybody, you know. And the thing is, it just looks like it's there to be taken. If these guys aren't going to play any defense, they're not. There's no way you can beat the 49ers without playing any defense. If you're that bad, it's going to be worse than anything that's happened to you before. Although Kyler Murray was pretty rough on them, but I can see the 49ers being worse. You know?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think, Kyle Shanahan's going to open it up. He's going to open it up.
Yeah.
Man. You know, Jermichael Hasty?
Oh,
dude.
You know I know. Well, that's my dude.
You already know. I don't know if Coleman coming back. Did you say anything about him? I'm not sure.
Well, it sounds like they're trying to get him ready. Coleman's probably coming back next week. I can't see hurrying him back. So I think it's going to be a Hasty and Jerick McKinnon. I don't know who's going to be the third guy. Maybe Coleman dresses, but he doesn't come into the game. All right, just give him one more week to heal and get in sync. He might get a couple of carries, but nothing serious. Just get him tuned up.
Mm-hmm. How about Debo? Debo might be out too.
Nah, Debo's out.
I think there was questions. Oh, he's out. Oh,
yeah,
man.
He's got that hamstring. Yeah, that hamstring's going to take a couple of weeks to heal up. Ayuk's going. It could be an Ayuk game, Brown Sucker, man.
Yeah.
I mean, if they got nobody to defend out in the secondary, Ayuk will tear him apart. Jimmy's just got to get him the ball.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, true. And that O-line holding up from last week.
Yes.
Grassu?
2 weeks, actually. They weren't that bad against the Rams either. Because remember, all-world Aaron Donald got nothing. Aaron!
I can't wait. I can't wait for this. I already know Shanahan's about to have in place for them. But man, I'm ready. I'm ready for this game. I've been waiting all year for this game. Like, let's go. And now I'm about to be outside on the road, wave my 49er flag. Over in Washington. They're not ready. They're not ready, Ronbo.
They ain't ready. You can drive up and down the streets of Washington. You know, I got to tell you, I got a feeling you're going to see some experimental offense tomorrow, too. The 49ers, they wouldn't do it against a weaker D or a strong D. But you can practice against a defense like this and work on some things and use them against, when you get ready to play the Saints and Packers. This could be an interesting game for a lot of reasons. But You still got to respect Wilson. You got to respect DK.
Yeah.
Got to respect Lockett.
Yeah.
You've got to get those
I don't
guys
know.
under control. We'll see what happens with that.
Yeah. I don't know. I believe in Verrett. I believe in Mosley. I don't know. What's his name is doing pretty good too. Allen. We'll see. Warner playing top linebacker in the league right now.
Fred, boy, he's Pro Bowl this
Yeah.
year. I think Pro Bowler this year easily. I see what the rest of his brethren think. But yeah, Fred's playing at a high level right now. That job he did last week against the Patriots, that was special.
Yes, sir. Hey, we're gonna see, Ronbo, but I don't want to hold you up. I know you got more callers.
Hey,
But hey,
man.
thank you for the platform, Ronbo.
Hey, my pleasure, fam.
Can I make a shout out real quick?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Trey from VA. That's him, right?
That's
Big
him.
Show.
Yeah. Big Show.
Yamin.
Yes. We're still looking for Yamin.
Nighthawk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You've been listening for a while.
I've been listening to his legacy when I was listening to every morning. But thank you for the platform for us, Ronbo.
Hey, thank you, fam. Looking forward to hearing from you again. Call us back tomorrow if you get a chance. Bring your score too, okay?
Oh yes, sir.
All right.
21 skunk.
All right. What did you?
All right, Ronbo. Take care.
Okay, you too, fam. Night.
Take care.
And there we go to Kieran. Hey, there's Kieran up here. Kieran, good to see you, man. He said, we just need good Jimmy.
Yo, what's up, man?
And wait, a little haste. Don't make waste hasty. Don't make waste
Hold
hasty.
on, y'all said
Kieran, is that you on the phone too?
good.
Thanks for that contribution too, fam. Okay, Kieran, come on and talk about it, man. I mean, because you
Can
look
you
at
hear
this
me,
game.
man?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
I just want to start off by, with the faithful. Like, don't get too mad when Smiley, Texas boy, and Patrick Mahomes boy come in here. Just get back at them, that's all,
That's it. Because the only reason they come in, they're not
you
talking
gotta remember,
football.
we faithful. They on Ronbo chat. Ronbo faithful. So what they doing? They being faithful to us.
I know, right? Well,
they ain't racing with their team. They on our chat,
Kieran, between all three of them, they don't have no football sense. All they do is come in to antagonize and talk trash. This is why I get a kick out. They ain't got nothing to say. They got one word vocabulary: delusional. What does that mean? That means you don't know what you're talking about. And that's all they can do.
Don't talk
Antagonize.
nothing like that.
Hey, right, and make you mad.
Their
Don't get
history
mad.
is not as good as ours, so it doesn't matter. Have fun with them,
Yeah, there you go. Clown them back.
Don't get mad.
When you match stupidity
Don't
with stupidity,
curse
it's
them out
fun.
and nothing like that. Just clap back.
It is. Anyway, Kieran, hey, this game coming up, it's an interesting, you look at things, you look at how everybody rates. The Hawks allow lots of points. They've allowed more points than anybody in the NFL. And then you look at the fact that Kyle Shanahan, one of the best play callers in the league, is going to take advantage of an already weak defense. Now, how would that be? How could that potentially look?
I think it's time for him to just say, okay, let Jimmy G do his thing. You get KB in the game. They thinking they're going to take away Kittle. That's not going to happen.
Yeah. And Jamal Adams ain't
Even
there.
if Adams was there, they're not taking away Kittle.
Well, that's the only chance they really have.
It's
But
time
Jamal's
for
not
other
good in
people.
coverage
I think you
either.
got to get Juice more into the game, Ronbo.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Juice is the factor, man. He's scoring touchdowns, running. He should have had a couple of passing.
Mm-hmm.
He missed a couple of passes.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy G
He'd have been way
and Nick.
downfield. Yeah. Even if he didn't make it to the goal line.
So I'm kind of pissed about the Debo situation.
Everybody is. Oh, man.
He makes our offense much better, man.
Yes, he does.
They fear Debo.
Because he'll beat people up coming down around that corner.
Yeah, he has fun with it, yeah. Straight yak boy, yeah. But I want to see Hasty.
I do too.
I want to see Hasty. I got love for McKinnon, but nah.
Hasty's just got too much. You know, it's not. It's not. It's like McKinnon would be the previews before the movie starts. Hasty's the real deal. That boy, them jump cuts are just ridiculous. I want to see him.
I need him to have more touches, Ronbo. He needs to touch the ball more.
I get it.
In my opinion.
I agree.
But I want to know, is TC coming back this week?
See, Kyle won't say anything because he doesn't want the Hawks to know what's happening. I don't know who's going to, and he won't say anything about K'Wan Williams. K'Wan, if K'Wan comes back, that's scores. I don't know who the third person is going to be.
Exactly.
They've got this guy named Huntley that they picked up. I call him the human pinball machine.
Yes.
But I don't know. Is TC ready or not? But like I'm saying, Kyle won't show his hand. That's how Kyle does. Saturday morning or evening, he'll say, okay, Devin's going to be available for this game. Uh-oh. And he's fresh, ready to roll. Yeah, I got jump Hasty. I got Jarek McKinnon. K-Ron, you put Jarek McKinnon, run him out of the backfield. They have nobody that can stop him. Kyle knows this. Do it. Pass it to him.
They said he was a little banged up. That's why they didn't play him. You believe that?
Maybe. Just a bluff? I don't know. He didn't play last week. He looked pretty. He got a lot of rest last week. He should be fine.
I'm talking about McKinnon.
Yes, I'm talking about. McKinnon didn't play much last week. It was all about the Michael Hasty show.
Yeah. So I don't know.
And Jeff Wilson Jr.
Yeah.
You know how Evan Lynch is. They love to keep secret. Lynch makes fools out of people every year in the draft. Kyle makes fools out of people during the course of the season by not telling you what he's getting ready to do. Things look one way, and Kyle all of a sudden switch them up on you. We're going to see.
Quick question. Quick question, if you don't mind, before we bounce.
Go ahead.
You think we're going to make a significant trade?
I saw an article saying, they said Fred Warner stands in the way of the 49ers making any buys. I don't know what that meant. I didn't read that. I saw that just before I was getting ready to come on.
Wow, really?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, okay.
Anybody in chat knows that? I mean, you give me the bottom line on that. I saw that. I said, what does that mean? And then I ran out of time. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they want to. If they can move you know who, they will.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna start on him.
We gotta go say the name, man.
Keep on. I'll see you tomorrow, fam. All right.
All right, man. Thanks a lot for everything you do, man. Appreciate the show. Appreciate you. Faithful, man. Don't let these chats get on your nerves, man. Enjoy it, man. It's for fun.
Yeah. Beat them back. All of them.
Have a good night, man.
All right, fam. Keep on. Appreciate you, fam. Have a good night.
Stay safe, man.
You too. Thanks, fam. And I tell you, if Texas boy run around there talking, boy, Texas boy should be meat. Anybody wants to go out to Texas boys have a field day. Hey, Jerry.
Ronbo.
Jerry. Where you at? You must be at the loading dock.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like it.
What up, Ronbo?
That's better. I can hear you now. Hey, Jay. I mean, we're sitting up here going over this game, and this is that kind of game where if you look at every little intangible, you feel good about it. But it is a division game. It's Russell Wilson. It's the thing we went through with these people for years. But they have no business struggling with the Hawks. What are you thinking?
Oh yeah, we're gonna take care of them. You know, they gonna score their little points on offense, probably like 21, 20, something like that. But we're gonna definitely score over 30 on them.
See, that's what I want. I don't mind them scoring 20, but I do not want this game close. That makes no sense to me.
Nah, it ain't. Our defense too good, and their defense too sorry.
See, just that sentence alone, Jay. And Hawks says, well, who you guys try to convince? I'm just saying.
We all know the Hawks pretenders. They've been pretenders every year. You know what I mean? Since they went to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they is a playoff
regular season. Yeah, regular season team. And they do that every year. If you're a Seahawks fan, it's got to be fun until the end of the season. because the Seahawks be
Yeah,
raising hell.
basically.
Yeah, they gonna get 10 wins. They gonna get to the playoffs as wild card. All right, we made the playoffs. Okay, we're done.
We like Debo. This still our division, Paul.
You like it.
Let them all know. But yeah, we do need to get healthy. Hopefully K1 come back. Cause Taylor's good last week, but he ain't. If you watch his 2 interceptions, one was off a tip pass. You know, he was in the right spot at the right time. The other one was a badly thrown ball that Cam Newton threw late.
Mm-hmm. You know, do you know, and it was an interesting stat, Russell Wilson has digressed every week since the season started. And them 3 INTs hurt his numbers bad last week. Now, he had Patrick Peterson out there working him. Is Patrick Peterson, would you put him above Verrett right now, who's number 2 in the league against attempts against him? So, you know,
I would.
Yeah, I think Verrett might be doing a better job than we can even imagine. Verrett's on fire right now. Ain't nobody working him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're going to get some little cheap passes on him and Mosley. But, you know, for the most part, they're going to do their thing. They might give up one big play, you know what I mean? But I hope Jimmy Ward don't start, though. I want to see Terrell Moore out there.
I know. Give me some speed out there. Ward's still got a sore quad. Don't put him out there, Coach. Let that leg get better, especially now. Yeah.
Especially if Moore come out there, get an interception, some big hits. Yeah, we can use Ward as a trade bait. You know, get a second or third round pick.
A lot of people are
get
suggesting
that contract. I mean, we need money, so you know what I mean. That's why I wanted to.
Or draft picks.
Best
I'll
way,
take either one.
Yeah. Get them up out of there, you know. I mean, we appreciate all you do, but you know, we gotta look towards the future too.
Yeah, and if actually Tavares is if he's starting to take better angles, yeah, I agree. That 4-3 is very, very nice. I'll take it.
He's out there hitting too.
Yeah, he's a safety. I mean, he hits, and he's not a box. He's not a he'll hit you. So
yeah, we definitely look good. Then I was with you one DK that year in the draft.
I know, man. I tell you,
he's an animal.
And then he ran a cone drill, which means nothing in the combine. And Kyle and they took that number seriously. I said, oh man, his hips are that tight? Really? Does it really matter? You can use him in other ways. Oh.
Kyle need to start going off with what he see on tape and not projecting. Well, all they do is this in college. Just how he scout the quarterbacks in college. You know, he need to he need to just go off of what he see, and not the analytics.
Yeah.
So he can't run this route. He can't throw this pass.
Right. Yeah. See, use him to his strengths. See, think of what you can do to take advantage of.
You could just turn on the TV. You could tell a baller when you see one. If you know anything. And then we got Jalen Hurd. DK went 5 picks before him at the end of the second round. We got Jalen Hurd. We could have traded up and got DK. Had DK and Debo.
Everybody's talking about that. Can you imagine? Because Debo's got more versatility than DK, but DK's that animal threat downfield. Okay, you know what? It's too late, Jay. We can't get it.
That's all right. We can trade Dante for John Ross though, and go and get Ryan Kerrigan out here though. You know,
I'll take that.
About the team.
Jay, let me see tomorrow, fam. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. I can't stand it. It's Hawks week. We'll be here every day we can. All right.
Oh yeah, I'll be here. Appreciate you, Ronbo. You're the best in the business.
Jay. Thanks.
Love what you do, bro. Love you always.
Thanks. Back at you, Phil.
Bang, bang, Nana gang. Let's get it.
Jay's feeling it tonight. Give me that horn, Jay. Jay, you ain't rolling right now.
Talks week. I got you. It's talks weekend. You know what time it is.
Yes.
Have a blessed one, faithful.
You too, fam. Night. Oh, God. Oh, God. Here comes another guy with no football intellect whatsoever. Just a kindergarten clown. From Patrick Mahomeboy, thank you, Mr. Mahomeboy, says, me and Smiley are not impressed with all this delusional talk. There's their one-word vocabulary. The guys didn't graduate kindergarten. No, they don't teach that word in kindergarten. We'll give them second grade. With all this delusional talk, everybody knows you guys are pretenders. Even the media thinks you're irrelevant. More science fiction, lies, and BS. That's all they can do. They don't know anything about football. Try to get into a football conversation with any of them. Ask them a question. Ask them a real question. Idiots. All they knew is throw this little insult and use our big word, delusional. Hey, JC! JC.
What it do, Ronbo?
JC, man, we're in there. We're combing over this game. And you know how you go into every week wondering what's going to happen? Last week, it was the fear of Belichick. And what would he have planned to shut down the 49ers offense? But what we forgot to think about was, I thought Cam Newton was going to come in and be ready to play after a week's worth of practice. He just got through with being the COVID thing and everything. And they got nothing. They got 6 points, 3 of which they shouldn't have got. We gave it to them. And then you look at the Hawks. These people have no defense. Against Kyle, you've got no defense? Even if we have half our guys missing, that's really not a good thing for you, Hawks. And our defense is pretty good, even with guys missing. So you look at this, JC, and say, well, shoot, this should be easier than last week. But it is Russell Wilson, and just like Belichick, you have to give a certain amount of respect. But JC, Robert Saleh came in and said all these great things about a lot of great guys on our team, and they should be ready to go. But JC, what are you feeling?
First things first, Ronbo. Patrick, I guess you forgot that the Chiefs lost to the Raiders.
Yeah, he can't remember that.
The Raiders have been our mistress for years, so,
They're just a bunch of idiots
but
trying to antagonize. God, it's so strange.
But you know what, Rumble? I just want to see the Niners beat the crap out of Russ. So, just put him on the ground as many times as possible. I don't want him to just sit back and comfortably throw passes everywhere.
Yeah.
I want him to be running around, scrambling. That's what I want to see. And I know that we have a good plan going on, with our offense hitting all cylinders. I think we got a good game going on.
Yeah, it's the thing. It would be fun to see Wilson go down. He's got a little better offensive line this year than last year, though, which is funny. They finally, I guess they think Russell's getting a little older now. They should try to protect him.
Yeah, but we also got the Wilson Terminator, aka Greenlaw. So I'm pretty confident in him and
I keep forgetting about
his ability to get after him.
Yeah. Or disrupt him in some way if it's not an INT or killing his receiver with before he crosses the goal line. Greenlaw is amazing.
Hell yeah. Yes, sir. And just wanted to ask if I could get a shout out before I step out.
Oh yeah, you mean a big Niner shout out for JC?
Yes,
Can
sir.
do. For Big JC. JC, good to hear from you, fam. Every time you get in here every now and
That's what's
come back
up, Rumble.
tomorrow.
Thank you so much, bro.
You're so welcome, fam. Bring your score and come on back tomorrow. All right.
Yes, sir. See you tomorrow.
Looking forward. Night, JC. And now we were looking for JT yesterday. We couldn't find him. JT, are you there?
What's happening, Ronbo? I'm sorry about that. Yesterday I fell asleep.
I knew. I said, you don't snore, though, right? So, because we could hear everything going on from your speaker, but you weren't answering. JT's got to be asleep. Yeah, he's got to be. But he doesn't snore. Because everybody who falls asleep, they fall asleep loud, and we can hear them clearly through the phone. But hey, JT, what's up, man? You know, I say to talk about this game. We're probably going to talk about it a lot tomorrow, but tonight we're just looking at some of the things that are going to have the most bearing on this game. We're looking at their offense, their defense, our defense, our play caller. Schottenheimer's good, but he's no Kyle Shanahan. But go ahead, JT.
Before I get into all that, let me just say something. Do you smell that, Ronbo?
Them roaches and rats in the chat.
I don't know, but I smell shit. them seed trash shits.
Yeah.
I smell shit. I smell dookie. We about to shit on these guys.
Oh, they got it coming too.
Well, anyway, here's what I want to say. Seattle, man, you guys, that's all you guys really got is, you, Lockett, and DK Metcalf is what we're going to be up against on offense. Oh, and then a little sprinkle here and a little sprinkle there of Regals.
Oh, I forgot about him. And what is Wilson doing this year?
Yeah,
Not much.
That's nothing to worry about. Let me say something. Let me just say something. They want to, these fans, these delirious fans of the Seahawks want to talk about they're going to throw 50 burgers on the 49ers defense. Are you freaking kidding me?
Are they saying that? I knew they'd get to that sooner or later.
Man, I can't wait for Sunday too, man. Because the minute that Russell Wilson wants to throw a 50 burger, man, forget about it. Pick six. Hell,
I wish somebody would.
You think
50
DK
points,
Metcalf's
please.
going to outrun Jason Verrett? Man, come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. Excuse my language.
JT,
but,
remember the kids. Remember the kids. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I forgot about that. George Kittle, he's gonna go off. He's gonna go off on the Seahawks. I can already see it. I think he's gonna score 2 touchdowns. The defense is we're gonna get a pick. We're gonna get an interception off of Russell Wilson. We're gonna probably we won't take it back, but we will get a pick. I say Barrett's gonna get a pick this Sunday. You watch.
I can see that. I can really see
that too.
Also, Tavares,
because you know what?
You got
I'll
3
say
possibles, Mosley as well. Yep.
I want to say this because we didn't even have Jason Verrett last year. It's going to be interesting to see if Russell Wilson wants to try to make a pitch towards Verrett's way. I want to see what's going to happen, man, because I tell you what, the way Verrett plays in his prime, man, when he's on, he's freaking on, man. And I don't see anybody on that offense. If you're Lockett, if you're Metcalf, you're old washed up Olsen, man, you got no running game. Carlos Hyde ain't gonna play, and if he is, he ain't gonna do nothing. He's probably gonna rip another hamstring for trying.
Even Homer's not healthy. I don't know if they can't run and all they're gonna do is pass. Oh, they're throwing right into the strength of the defense. Yeah, the 49ers, that's what they're best at right now. It's going to be funny.
And then let me say something else. And if Jordan Reed and Tevin Coleman and Kwan Williams comes into play this week, man, you guys are really in trouble, man.
That could be a bloodbath.
I don't even want to hear any excuses about, we ain't got such and such on the field. Well, we don't got anybody on the field either. I mean, we've been decimated with injuries all season long, and we're still trucking on people.
Did we lose Nick Bosa?
We're still trucking on teams.
Yeah, man.
And I want to say one more thing.
Go ahead.
I want to say one more thing before I get off. Before I get off, I was watching a segment earlier on Good Morning Football, and Peter Schrager was talking about all these teams that the 49ers got to play up against these next few weeks. Well, it's not the 49ers that we got to be worrying about all these teams. These teams are going to be the ones that will be worrying about the 49ers when we come to town.
Because every week, another couple of players get healthy. That's not good for them. Like you said, what if next week K1 could be back this week. If that be the case, Tyler Lockett's in trouble. But what if next week you got all 3 of those guys, TC, K1, and Jordan Reed back. The Packers don't want to be bothered with that.
Oh man, the Packers. Hey, Aaron Rodgers will get on the field looking like he's seen flashbacks of last year. He don't want to see it. And especially, I heard D Ford was getting back on the practice field too.
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
Oh, that's it right there. If D Ford comes in the next 2 weeks, man,
that spells trouble.
That defensive line will be again, and we already got a good secondary, right? So now you got the pass rushes back to being really decent, and the secondary playing like they're playing. We're back in the money, fam. Back in it hardcore. Yeah. JT, we got to go, though, fam. Hey, don't go to sleep tomorrow. But get to these fast. Get your score tomorrow night, all right?
For sure, Ronbo.
Looking for
Niner Empire.
Hey, have a good night, fam.
All right, you too.
Emilio.
What's happening?
Emilio, man, we're sitting there, man. You know, back in the days when we knew if we go to Seattle or they come to San Francisco, that it was going to be an L. You know, it's funny now. Yeah. Those days are over. And you look at this and you say, well, it's time to put another L up on them. And Emilio, if we put an L up on them, that's the last 3 out of 4 times whooping that Hawk butt.
Yeah, they're not gonna like it too much. They're not gonna like it too much. They're gonna start feeling what we felt. Here we go again. Another Seahawks loss.
And you know, Emilio, and you know how they like to bring up, we own y'all from we own. The key word there, own, past tense, over, finished, ownership change.
Yeah.
Emilio, how you feeling about this game?
Oh, it's gonna be one exciting game. It's gonna be exciting, especially after we get the W. Because it's just what I'm waiting for to see again. The same thing I predicted. Well, Ayuk and Jimmy. It's another Ayuk and Jimmy show. That's really gonna be the tandem. I really believe Ayuk is gonna be a number 1. I just see it.
Because Jimmy be going to Ayuk when he's got other receivers open. But you know what? Then Debo's out there. He loves Debo too. Jimmy's got to stop falling in love though with receivers and hit the open man. But if he likes Ayuk, I'm supporting him on that one.
You got to think about it. Every big quarterback has a receiver. You know, Russell Wilson has DK. The Cardinals quarterback has Hopkins. So it's just everybody has their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, every quarterback does that.
So it's just that doesn't change. It's just he knows when it comes to Ayuk, he has faith that he's going to catch it no matter the situation. Ayuk needs to get a little better, more playing time. But I just see Ayuk being our number 1 at this point in time. Need to see more of that.
That's why I love both of Debo and Ayuk on the field. The boys will own the NFL starting next year. Maybe part of this year if we can just keep Debo healthy. Because them boys, man, them dudes are hard to handle.
I'm just hoping that Reed plays. I really want to see Kittle and Reed play it again. I've been waiting for that moment. I've been waiting since week 1. We haven't seen that yet.
Everybody, we just can't get it.
It's just, I really want to see that so bad. Golly. It's not this Sunday. We have to see that against Green Bay. It's just, man, I got so excited. I got so excited when I was like, oh, man, this man is coming on. He's practicing again.
Yes.
Hopefully he plays against Seattle. I want to embarrass Seattle so bad.
Oh.
It's ridiculous. It's just all them years. It's just, yes, we took those ass whoopings. Can't admit it. You know, it is what it is. Now it's our turn to shine.
That's right.
Everybody can't stay good forever. So it's our turn to start shining, taking over the division.
But I still, like you, I want to see both of them on the field at the same time. George Kittle, Jordan Reed. From week 8 or 9, we run the table. No doubt about it. You give me K'Wan Williams to get any slot receivers out of everybody's hair. Hey, you want to see Sherm come back? Because, see, hey, Emilio, touch on that a minute. Okay.
You know what?
I know. Go ahead.
The thing with Sherm, I want to see Sherman too, especially when we play Seattle. You know, it's always against your old team. You want to play a little harder. But I don't know. I think with Sherman, I really think he's gonna start being a backup. If Barrett and E-Man play the way they do, it's really honestly no reason for Sherman to even start. To me, he should just take his money. I mean, yeah, be on the field. If you want to take his money and just call it quits, man. You get him hurt. I want him to keep playing, but he's getting a little too old. He's getting injured. He's starting to become a little injured
and we're playing man a lot now. You notice that? They abandon the cover 3
Yeah,
at times. Man up.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't do that. Maybe because he's not on the field. Maybe that's why they're doing it. But we need to play man more.
That's a good point.
We are playing like good receivers, like I said. We're playing Metcalf, and then who's number one receiver for the Packers next week?
Devontae. What's Devontae's
Oh,
last name?
okay, Devontae. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. So yeah, so we're gonna start playing number one receivers. Same thing with the Saints coming up. If what's name comes back on the field or whatever they got going on, but yeah, I see more Brett being a dominant.
Yeah, you know they're having problems. These teams having problems. The receivers, Saints having problems with Michael Wilson, and they can't play without him. They struggle with every team now.
Yeah, you got to think about this one up with us. We didn't have our players. We were over there struggling. So it's understandable. It makes sense. But it's just you got to take these teams when they hurt. Right now, it's the other side. You take that W.
No, so beat them
take
up.
Our chances.
Yeah.
No, I'm for it. Like
Don't nobody care about them after the game's over. Y'all wouldn't have beat us like that if we had our players. Well, we beat you without a lot of our players. So,
like I said, when we lost the first game against them last year, we were missing half the team last time.
George Kittle was up in the booth, looking down through that glass, going nuts. Yeah. Manuel Sanders got hurt in the first half. Yeah.
You better take your wins and beat when you can. So, right now it's our time. You got a chance to start making a 3-way tie for the number one for the division.
I know they have 5 wins. God.
Everybody
has 5.
What else I listened to? I was listening to something. I think a podcast or something. They were talking about it earlier. They were like, "Oh, if 49ers win, it's going to be a 3-way tie. They're all going to have like 4 or 5 wins. So this is crazy.
Crazy.
This is really the number one division.
Milo, we got to go, but if it keeps going like this, all 4 teams are going to get up to the playoffs anyway. Milo,
just one more quick announcement. I didn't come on here yesterday because I was celebrating my anniversary. My wife was there.
Oh.
7 years.
Yeah, well, you say your anniversary and your wife's birthday at the same time?
No. My wife, me and my wife's anniversary is 7 years.
Yeah. Congratulations, Emilio!
Yeah, I would have came on here, but I didn't want to be rude to my wife. Oh, that's more important than me. I said, not today.
You got to be careful.
Ronbo.
But because
you know
dudes
who
be
you are.
messing
Like,
up.
are you talking to Ronbo again? I said, yeah. All righty, Ronbo.
All right, fam. I'll see you tomorrow, Emilio. Have a good night. Give our best to wifey, too. All right. Night.
All righty. All right, night.
And let's go. Hey, Johnny V.
Ronbo, what's happening, my man?
John, I don't see you in the chat. I can see they've gotten on your last nerves. I want to mention one more time. Anybody in the chat that finds the comedian group, if they get on your nerves, you can always make them invisible. Just block them and they'll go away.
Yep.
I just wait for them to break rules. They haven't really broken any. They're just talking trash. Because they're low IQ, that's all they can do. So you have to excuse them. Hey,
Ronbo, I found that I can find better conversation with my fellow Niner fans, and I can express myself and enjoy the conversation with the Niner fans in the chat because I spend more time talking shit to those snakes.
See,
I can't stand it.
I know. And that's all they have to offer anyway. John, you could have a better talk with your dog, and he'd have better sense than most of those dudes do. They don't have anything to say.
My man.
Delusional. That's all they got to say. I mean, shallow, idiotic. I mean, just don't take them seriously.
You're right.
Hey, but John, give me some, man, on this game, man. Robert Saleh came in today, and he had that look on his face like he pretty much knows what he's doing. He was very polite, nothing but respectful. What are you thinking?
I saw the interview, Ronbo. I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, he seems pretty confident. He has nothing but good things to say about Warner. I mean, basically, he's the staple of that defense. His IQ is phenomenal. So, I mean, that article that I heard you talk about, Ronbo, I feel like whoever wrote it is trying to say that the Niners can't bring any talent because we got our money wrapped up in Warner, or future contract in Warner.
Oh, you did check it out.
So,
yeah.
I did. I saw that. But I saw that there's basically, I don't know if I buy into it, man. I'm not going to pay attention to it. He ain't going nowhere. So I know some people read into that article the wrong way, thought that they implied that he was going to be moved. They were going to move on him because for whatever reasons, but they would never, man. That guy's the future of our defense.
Do you know they'd get booed? I mean, there'd be picket signs out in front of the Santa Clara facility. It would really get that would piss people off. You can't move on Fred Warner. Yeah, his contract expires next year, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's one of the 20 some contracts we have to reconsider, extend, and do whatever with. I mean, my God, Warner,
2018,
Greenlaw, Juice,
19,
Trent Williams. The list goes on, Ronbo.
John, his contract shouldn't expire till 21. We got him in 18. 19, 20, 21. Yeah, he's not due to expire yet. Maybe,
well, that's good.
But you don't wait till the fourth year, of course. But you
No.
can.
I mean, they're gonna extend him, and I mean, maybe that's where most of their money's gonna go. I mean, you got to pay this man. I mean, he's awesome. But
since we're on that
Hawks,
conversation, real quick
man,
though,
this whole week. What'd you say?
No, I said since we're on that conversation about money, I'm a little concerned if Jason Verrett stays healthy all season. You know, his contract expires this year. That's gonna be scary. Well, you know what?
Yeah, but how much could they really pay him? How much can he
I'm
truly be asking for? He's been invisible for half his contract.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What if he goes ahead and shops, which he probably will? Somebody's going to want to pay him. I know who has money. Not a lot of teams have any money. So
no, Kansas City grows it in the backyard.
Yeah,
so they just pick it, and I don't know I don't know how their cap works. I think we need to learn from that.
Well, somebody said Mahomes' contract doesn't kick in against the cap until next year.
Right. When the stars align. Whatever. Good luck with that.
So, I don't know how they're doing that. Rams?
I don't know, Rumble. I don't know.
Yeah. But anyway, back to 49ers.
Brett can't be asking for too much money. I mean, how much could he possibly be worth at this point in his career? How much could you pay him? I mean, look at Sherman. We were giving Sherman he negotiated some incentive-based deal, so I don't know.
I don't know if Verrett's ready for that, but you know what? Verrett's not nearly as old as Sherman. Isn't he around 26 or 27?
Somewhere in there, yeah, absolutely. And I think he proves himself this stretch, Ronbo. These next 5 games, the way he handles DK Metcalf, if he dominates that man, which is tough, tough.
Physical.
You have to be physical. You have to fundamentally kick the crap out of that dude. Somehow you need to wrap up. I mean, you can't give that man an inch because he'll just break you in half. So, I don't know. Depending on how he covers him, how they contain him, prove your worth in the next 5 games. I don't know, Rumble. I really don't know how you handle it. I don't know what he's worth.
If he does a good job for the rest of the season, he's number 2 in the league right now as far as any attempts on him. He does not allow. Now that means at the end of the season, who's the highest paid cornerback in the league? He may be in that vicinity, John. I do not want to lose this guy.
We play up to our opponent. It's proven that we play up. We play up. We play better against good opponents or decent opponents. So good. Let's see what he brings to the table. I mean, listen, Ronbo, I get this nervous feeling the week of the Hawks game every year. The game day, I can't feel my waist for 3 quarters of football. I can't feel below my waist. I start having cardiac. It's the cardiac game, Ronbo. Sweat, nerves. The refs are trash.
I know. I love those guys. John, we're out of time, though. John, bring that score tomorrow, man. And let's go ahead and make a prediction. Don't lose any feeling in your lower body just yet. You got a couple of days. You need your lower body.
Oh, Ronbo. You got it, my man. Appreciate you, dude. I love you. Love the show,
Thanks,
my man.
fam.
Everything you do for us, I appreciate it.
Thanks, John.
Take care of yourself.
Looking forward to hearing you tomorrow.
Talk to you
All
soon.
right. Thanks, John. All right. Night. Yeah. Yeah, we all go through something similar. Hey, Alex.
What's up, Ronbo?
Hey, Alex, man, we're just looking at this game and trying to figure out, is there a way to lose this game? It always is, any given Sunday, right? We can make some mistakes. What I don't want is a fourth quarter, put the ball in the ref's hands situation. If we can avoid that, I don't see why the 49ers would lose to these guys. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking, man, like, I'd like to see some complimentary football early. You know, I'd like to see our offense. I think this is one of those games where, you know, Shanahan really wants to win that coin toss to get the offense on the field first. You know, if we could get 10 points up on the board in the first couple drives and hold Seattle off on their first drive, that'd be huge because I know that,
You'd like to start fast? True.
Yeah, you know, I want to see a fast start so that way, you know, once it turns into a track meet with Lockett and DK Metcalf on the outside, you know,
we don't need that.
I don't want the, you know, the game plan to become stagnant, you know, because the best thing that we got going right now is that, you know, we got a lot of options, a lot of the playbooks open. You know, some of it's getting, you know, this is a game where if Dante Pettis could just show up somehow in practice this week,
if he's activated,
with Debo Samuel being out.
Well, that's what it depends on too. You're right.
Would it be? Yeah, how great would it be if we could throw Dante in the Brandon Ayuk role and throw Brandon Ayuk in the Debo role? So that way, it's like we don't miss it. You know, but that this is just like one of those times where, you know, we've answered most of the injuries and to a certain extent, and this is just one of those important ones where it's just like it's not like a season-changing move, but what it does do is it keeps Shanahan able to have the whole entire playbook open at any given time, which, you know, the worst thing is if we have to start calling some bland play calls, you know, for whatever reason, then Seattle knows, you know, they can play when they're saying, hey, we know they're running, we know they're passing, you know, that's when they play faster because they do have some, you know, Bobby Wagner still and KJ Wright. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But, you know, if we get that fast start, you know, I think that's going to alleviate a lot of the issues that we could deal with because, you know, when the defense can play fast, you know, look what it's done to Russell Wilson lately when the defense is playing faster, when they're getting a little, you know, they're staying a step ahead. Those, you know, Isaiah Simmons, Wilson for the Vikings, and Budda Baker have been giving him issues because they're flying across the middle of the field, and it's, you know, closing up some of Russ's favorite passing.
And you know, Saleh saw that.
That's one of the benefits of that.
Yeah. I agree.
You know, it's a big game for our defense.
Yeah. So, you know.
Go ahead.
But what I don't want to see is the 49ers offense, like you're saying, don't fall into any stagnant, we can't move the ball all of a sudden. Because that team is tailor-made to be cut up like cheese. Do it. Just do it.
You know, I'd like to see, you know, I'd like to see us up 27-10 or something like that heading into the fourth quarter because Kyle Shanahan says, you know, it's a game where we shouldn't feel shy about wanting to score 30. First and foremost, you know,
everybody else does.
Are we going to hold Seattle to, you know, to 10 points, 13 points? I don't know. You know, DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett and Russell Wilson, there's certain things that they can do sometimes where, you know, you're sitting there like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, I did everything I possibly could in that play, and they're just stars. So, you know, I'd like to see us pull one out, you know, 34 to, you know, 21, 34, 24, something like that. But where, you know, some of those points that they get are at the end because we got out to our fast start, put a little pressure on their offense. Who tries to force a couple things at DK down the field or, you know, Lockett. We get a couple tip passes, maybe an interception or two.
Yeah, that's it. Russ is susceptible to throw it, and he's getting worse as the season progresses. Here's the thing, though. If K'Wan Williams is feeling well, Lockett and K'Wan are bros. They don't. I remember the last time we played, I said, hey, is Tyler Lockett playing? He was playing. And K'Wan said, yeah, he in here. He ain't getting nothing.
if we get K1 back this week, look out for Sharp to get 5-6 tackles, a couple pass deflections, and a sack. A sack. Oh man, I miss having K1 out there, man. There's certain things that he does that it's such a big part of our identity on defense.
It is. K1's terrible. I mean, the guy does not allow, and Cooper Kupp, Tyler Lockett. He's got a resume now that says, man, put them people out here.
One of the things I did is I looked at our salary cap this year, and kind of compared it next year with some, hopefully some players we can resign. K1 Williams, man, please.
Yeah.
Do a team-friendly deal like you've been doing, man. Take like a 5-6 minute. We want to keep you for your rest of your career, bro. Like, please.
He's like a priority. We're gonna, Priest. That's what we've been doing all season. We're gonna be putting our priorities. Who's gonna be the guys we gotta let go? Because Alex, realistically, we gotta make some. We're gonna make some sacrifices this year, and some of them are gonna really hurt.
Hey, the list is so big. And we all know, a Christmas list, you can only get so many of your gifts. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, this is a long conversation to talk about in like 10 weeks. But,
I know. Because we got to go anyway.
Let's get ready for Seattle. I'm going to be calling in tomorrow. We'll be dropping some score predictions. And I hope you have a good night, Ronbo.
You too, Alex. All right, talk to you tomorrow, fam. Night. Yeah, why worry about that now? Why did I bring it up? I don't want to get... It's like... John was saying, you don't want to worry about things you don't need to worry about yet. But we got a lot of guys that really make for this team. Chip!
Ooh la la. Ooh la la
la la. That's just one of the feel-good songs you got to have with a beef stew and cornbread,
bro.
Hey, Chip.
How's it going, man?
I'm looking at this game and trying to figure out, we're not trying to get too cocky and confident, but my God, Chip, this game should be a gimme.
It's never a gimme, man.
It's never a gimme, but it should be.
Never, man.
It's always
never
a fight.
Never a gimme, bro. Always a dog fight. Always, especially in that division, man.
But the Rams are supposed to be a dog fight too.
Yeah, but the Rams,
Patriots?
I think they're too overrated. I say.
Well, they just beat hell out of Chicago, and I thought Chicago had a good defense.
Yeah, it's window dressing though, bro. Window dressing.
I guess.
So. And I was going to tell you everybody in the chat, and don't pay attention to those clowns.
I know.
They're a one-hit wonder.
I know.
Think about it. Think about it, man. Who's ever been a Seattle fan since before 2012?
I know. Some of them claim they've been a fan for a long time.
I'll wait.
Don't lie to you. None of them own a throwback jersey,
though. Get out of here with that, bro. Get out of here with that. Dude, bro, I remember when Seattle was the laughing stock of the AFC West.
Oh, I know.
I bet you them fans like, they were in the AFC West? Hey, get out of here. Get out of here, bro. I'm telling you, hey, they're a one-hit wonder just like LA. Or St. Louis, right?
Yes, exactly.
20 years ago.
Hey,
yeah.
make clear that LA has yet to win a Super Bowl. That St. Louis Super Bowl does not count. Yes.
There you go. That's why I still can't stand Kurt Warner. Every time I see him on TV, I can't stand him. Man.
I know.
I hear him on the radio, or I just I can't
the voice of authority now.
Yeah, he's such a hater too, just like Collinsworth, man.
I know
Collinsworth. He seems like he hates the Niners too, bro. He broke his heart twice.
Right. I'm saying you can understand why Collinsworth feels that way, because he got his feelings hurt by the 49ers way back when Joe was just dominating, right? So
exactly.
I feel his pain. But come on, man. Yeah. The rest of these clowns running around talking smack have nowhere near the history, legacy, or reputation of the 49ers. But there they are in the chat, running off at the mouth.
Hey, let them, bro. Let them. Hey, they got to do something, bro. Yeah. They got to do something. Hey, you know what I mean?
What do you see in this game coming up, Chip? I mean,
bro. Hey, homie said before, bro. I hate this game too, bro, because I can't eat, I can't sleep. Like I want to drink beer and just I can't, like, you know what I mean? I can't eat until the game is over. Like, even if we win or lose, like it's awful for me.
It's
and
hate.
You know what I mean?
It's hate, Chip. You hate that team so much, and we have so much reason to hate them. But remember the Turkey Day celebration?
Oh, I will
logo?
never forget that. Yes, and that's a bittersweet from having Sherm on our team now, because I'll never forgive him for that. Remember, he's over there eating a big old turkey leg on the 50-yard line.
And Sherm was carrying the turkey above his head, walking through the stadium. And wait, it gets better. And the Bowman.
That's why it's like bittersweet.
And Bowman and the Clink.
When's he coming back?
Sure, I next couple of weeks, I guess.
They need him out there, man. I mean, I like Verrett and I like Mosley, but they're not shut down corners like Sherm, dude.
I don't know, Verrett. He's number 2 right now of attempts.
He's all right. He's all right, bro. But he can give up big plays too.
Well,
I think check it out. I think the Niners. I mean, they don't have to worry about those annoying chirping fans there in the 12. they got check it out. They got to worry about the other 12s, which is the zebras, man. Yeah. The zebras. They always get us, dude. They always get us. And Russ, he'll go and he'll get out of the pocket and he'll slide. And for some reason, they always want to hit him because he's so squirmy. Just like Kyler Murray, man. Just like the first game, on that last drive, how many penalty yards did they give up on that last drive when they scored? I swear they get them on. What did they get them on? They get them on a.
I forgot about that.
I didn't forget, Ronbo. I didn't. No, man.
Murray was still making people crazy out there running around. Murray is faster than anybody in the league. His quickness on top of speed is brutal. That's why I hate playing him. And he's little.
Yeah.
So you can't get him.
And then he goes for that baseball slide, and they still want to hit him. Like, you know what I mean?
And you get a flag if you do.
I hate him, man.
Oh, God.
No, but I think he'll be all right if we can eliminate the penalties and control the clock, just like I was saying yesterday. Control, just control the clock, man.
And that's what we do. But, man, we got to go. I'm going to see you tomorrow, Chip. And if you get a chance, bring your score with you and a prediction on this game. And we'll go from there.
Sounds good. Have a good night, Ronbo. Thank you for all you do, man.
Thanks, fam. Night, Chip.
Right. Have a good one.
You too.
Right.
And I see Creative Spaces. Thanks, fam, for that contribution. TJ Hausman TJ, I'm going to have to work on your name. I know I can do it, but I need to practice. Was on 95.7, the game, a football team who can play well on both sides of the ball, always has a chance in any game. The gold wave down to bust Seahawks. I know. But, like Coach is pointing out, though, the Cards were blitzing Russell Wilson. You know what, though, Coach? I got a feeling you're going to see that this week. Because if I'm a coach and I'm seeing what's effective, I'm not going to insist on playing the way I like to play. Just like you mentioned, as you say, it's going to be tough without Bosa and Ford on the field, and Trusty Wilson having an MVP beat him by blitzing him. And remember that. And I know that. That's what I'm thinking. The 49ers are probably going to dial a page out of that, too, because Saleh doesn't seem to be such a slave to his own system right now. He's allowed this defensive back coach to come in and do some things with the secondary, and they look better. Coach, I don't remember. When was the last time the secondary looked like this? Granted, we got some talents out there, but my God, they look good. They're quick. They're cat-like. Verrett is playing out of his mind. Mosley, he's only in his second full year? It's looking like 2 years from now, he's going to be untouchable. Can you imagine 2 unstoppable cornerbacks? And they're small. They're not the prototypical player that you want to put in a 3-4. But are we, or should I say 4-3? Are we a 4-3 now? Are we? I don't know. It's sort of like a manipulated defensive system designed to meet every need. We drop back. It's like a hybrid. It's being redesigned. We drop back into a man system. Sometimes I'm seeing them line up. Coach, you shed some light on this. Sometimes it seems like they're setting in a zone when really, as the play evolves, they jump into man coverage. Now, that would screw up the quarterback to some degree, but maybe not like a guy like Wilson. We're going to see. But there's some interesting football being played by the 49ers right now. If we could just make it try some of these speed guys, I'd like to see a little more of Deion Jordan this week and some of the faster guys off the edge. Hey, this could be the most interesting game to watch this week. We're going to see. Man, I'm going to be back tomorrow looking for you. Hey, hit that like. And we'll get some scores together and record them and put you on ice. How you going to do as far as picking this game out? I can't even figure this one out. I need to look at some more things. I'll have a score ready for you by tomorrow, though. Well, it's all about the red and gold. I know. Got to get some.